Who was next on the initiative?
Brian.
Brian.
Yo.
Stick around as everything kind of settling down. You get word right away from your girl. She tells you that she was at the very top of his castle.
Yeah.
Watching them bombard Ravnica. It got fucked up. Huh?
How did she get there?
She's a ninja.
But she straight just meow straight to the castle?
He told her to go. I
Oh,
told.
I thought she was with us.
No.
Oh, okay.
She's at the castle.
That makes more sense.
Old-fashioned ninja.
Ninja, what are you talking about? You show Ren and Kyoko?
Kyoko.
You guys all get together. You guys sit down, eat a bowl of noodles or whatever you guys want to do. You get from your scroll.
The Shogun?
A message from Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
Went to the Shogun's fucking palace. Because he was like, how the fuck do I get a hold of Remy? Dude, you would think you would give him one of these scrolls.
Oh, I did give him scrolls before I left.
You did?
Him and my uncle. He didn't need to fucking scroll me, dude.
You did?
Yeah.
Age me? Age me.
Scroll.
Scroll.
Then what happens is Tum Tum freaking freaks out and goes to the Shogun's place anyway to talk to you.
Okay.
Blue dragons came from the water.
Oh, exactly what you said.
Exactly what you said, and then they something
They
happened.
came in through the water.
and that's when
Luckily, the city was waiting for them. They knew that this would be the way that they would do it. There was a huge ass battle. The city put up a pretty damn good fight. Some of the city got torched, but only a little bit.
okay.
Maybe Havenhold got like 70% fucked up,
Okay.
one way or another. Kanagawa got like 10% fucked up.
Okay, cool.
As it was starting to spill over and the dragons were getting the upper hand, they all at the same time just stopped attacking and went back into the water.
But wasn't whatchamacallit about the espionage jump Kanagawa, Shinto? After they were occupied with the dragon?
You knew they were.
Yeah, right? Someone told me or something. I remember.
You knew that's what would happen. So luckily, only stuff right along the shore got messed up, but unfortunately, one of the major docks got fucked up. Your place is perfectly fine. But Tum Tum freaked out because he was like, "Where's Remy when we need him?" and all that kind of stuff. But the Shogun gives you all the updates. He tells you there's a dude named Jameson that he needs you to talk to.
Okay.
That he's an Empire guy. He's been having some dealings in Kanagawa, but right now he's stationed in Havenhold.
Okay.
He tells you that he already talked to that dude and told him that you would be contacting him.
Okay.
He's staying in the city hall as it's getting repaired.
Okay.
He tells you, I need you to talk some business to him. Whatever you say goes.
Okay.
You're my mouth. Like, whatever you say is basically
What?
I would be saying.
Okay.
And he knows that.
Okay.
He tells you it's about the docks.
Oh, okay.
He tells you the docks. Dude, those docks are like 200 years old. The lifeblood of Kanagawa.
Yeah.
One of the three major docks is gone, which is going to hurt the city big time. The Empire is trying to jump in now, Kanagawa, and say, hey, we'll fix your dock, but we're going to take over the city. The Shogun tells you the Emperor himself told the Shogun, fuck them.
Okay.
And he tells you, and now you see why he's telling you,
Okay.
that if he threatens,
fuck.
he says tell him absolutely not, thank you for your help and everything. If he even insinuates that the Empire is going to
try to rape us and take us over.
he says kill him.
All right. Done deals.
He says the Shogun.
You gotta tell me twice.
He says the Emperor is done taking the stance of the old ways, where like even when someone spits in your face, you just smile back at them and be the bigger man.
Yeah.
He says after he saw Shinto's true colors, and now the fact that the ninjas could actually be walking free, and they're not attacking Kanagawa, he sees he's basically like the Emperor had an epiphany, where he realizes how important Kanagawa is.
Right.
And if you don't act like that, you're gonna get run over.
Of course.
So that's why he tells him that.
I'll definitely fucking shove my fucking fist in his face.
Hey, my name's Jameson.
He's all
I was
not.
just gonna give you some tea. For the next couple of days, you guys hang out there. You guys are kind of cleaning the wreckage if you want to help out. His place is fine. His place is spotless. He's actually making a whole bunch of deals. You see a lot of that shit going down. You in these couple of days can work on whatever you want to work on. I'm assuming you work on your body. You work out with Trunk. You guys do the whole freaking bench pressing wagons and
Who's stronger?
ripping trees out of the ground.
Yeah.
As of right now, Kyoto and Shorin don't want to leave your side, like, unless you want them to.
Cool. But his homeboy is good, right? He's chill. He's safe. He's not burned. He's
Everyone
fucking-
survived.
Okay.
Everyone survived. With no,
I asked
permanent damage.
I asked his homie. You know who Jameson or James is?
You've never heard of Jameson? You've never heard of this guy? You asked him or you asked?
No, I asked his
Connor.
Oh, you asked Connor. He tells you, yeah.
You just schedule a meeting with him for me, please.
He's like official meeting, or are we talking behind the tavern meeting?
Doesn't matter. It can
He doesn't mean like that. You fucking.
No, I thought like kill him.
No, he means like a shady, like you guys are gonna do some shady meeting.
Or
I don't know.
No, he didn't mean like that. He meant
No.
like you guys are gonna freaking slang poisons or something.
No, it couldn't be. I know he's at the city hall right now. Right?
He's like, yeah, he's I actually spent a little bit of time with him back in Balestos.
So
When I first was fresh out of
what is
camp.
his rank?
He tells you, when we were coming up, he was just ahead of me, and then something happened where he really tells you he was like an all-American hero kind of guy, and he got up in rank, and he's like, he's just above me. I think he's a corporal or lieutenant. He's up there though. He tells you.
What happens if I smash his face?
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that, but you probably have every Empire guy looking for you in the city.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not gonna do anything to you. He's like, yeah. He's like, is there a problem?
I let him know.
Tell the whole story?
About the.
He tells you, well, he's not gonna get any warning from me, so don't worry about that. But he also tells you, the guy is pretty important.
Okay.
He's one of those cases where his dad's like a pretty important guy in the Empire, but the son actually earned his way. Like he's a high level dude
Official.
because he earned it.
Gotcha.
So that makes him double liked. His dad's like an OG, and this guy has like done it all.
No, but is his personality an asshole? Like he's a fucking power.
He tells you, no, we came up together when we were younger. He tells you maybe 7 or 8 years ago they spent a lot of time in Balestos together. They were in the same regiment. Okay, next couple of days, same stuff. You're in the loop with these two guys. You basically know the same stuff that I just told them. Luckily, there's minimal damage to the forest, except for a huge ass part of the forest that got taken down because that big ass black dragon crashed there.
Well, I let them know about Ravnica. How the gates are fucking down.
You tell them.
I go to the forest, they're all having freaking dragon kebabs.
Skewering his freaking leg. No, luckily it happened towards the middle of the forest. Didn't hit any of the actual village part, and it didn't affect any of the outside part that acts kind of as a barrier.
Oh, perfect.
So it's good. Only problem is it's kind of starting to rot now. Random animals are just eating it, but that's it. Like there's no.
What? Food for the animals. It's all
We're
good.
huge. I mean, it's like a gigantic, like it's like from that wall to like 2 houses down.
Shit. All right.
Big giant ass rotting carcass.
I'll have them start clearing it out.
After about a day, and everything freaking settles down, they go back to the forest. They know that everything's fine.
I'll tell them to start clearing out the dragon.
They're gonna chop it up and bury it.
Also let them know that I need them to start preparing for possible undead attacks.
You explain the whole thing, and they've already heard from Desjardins like the horror stories of like all these undead just storming the forest over and over again. And since only because they've only seen like 1 or 2 like scragglers come through, they believe it because they've seen a couple of dudes. But you think that they kind of think like, they're exaggerating. Like we only see the 1 or 2 every now and again. Like there's no way like 100 of them come through. But you warn them. They're ready for it.
I'll let them know.
None of them got hurt or anything.
I'll let them know that if I'm warning them, it's because it's not going to be 1 or 2 if it happens.
Yeah,
Y'all
what they're
like,
saying is true. It's going to be 1 or 2,000.
So what the fuck on did?
The difference with you now is you have a big ass wall. You didn't have that before. You didn't have the wall, and you guys still managed before.
okay.
Back when your house was in charge, you guys had no wall. Now, roughly the same amount of guys, even though his guys were way better.
Yeah.
But you guys always managed. Luckily for you, your dojo is one of the few pieces in that whole section of the city that's untouched.
Yeah.
You look out because the Pali Training Center is so much higher than your place. It took all the damage and crashed into the floor, and your place didn't get touched. If that place wasn't like 3 stories, your place would have got destroyed too.
I'll talk to Shao about the Shinob's training. Would like to start ASAP.
You gotta talk about it.
And I also want to send word out to... Dude, what was it that... Remember my uncle? He wanted to do something. I think he
You want
wanted
to reestablish the alliance?
the alliance. That's it. So I'll send out a message to him and Senton and whoever else was part of the alliance to see if we can set up a meeting, or if that's even what they want.
Your brother tells you that morale with the people is higher now because they got freaked out when they saw the dragon, and then when nothing happened to them and everything, you know, your plan
They
worked.
don't know what happened with at Havenhold, right?
No.
Okay.
All they saw was, oh shit, there's dragons in the air. Run to the castle. Nothing happened to us. We can come back now. Everything's good.
Oh, that's why their morale's up?
Mhm.
Because it worked?
It all worked. Like in their mind, like the world was ending, and then they survived.
Especially the little Indian homies.
Mm-hmm. They see a dragon, they just all think like, oh, we're all dead. You send out the messages. Your broski and Desjardins keep you informed. Desjardins tells you that he's doubling his patrol on the wall to make sure that all these rumors about this undead shit is not true. He tells you as of right now, he sees no reason to believe it to be true.
I'll ask him. Well, I'll just... Am I with him right now, talking to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many men do you normally take on your patrol?
Tells you 20 or 25.
Oh. So he...
Not because I feel like I need them.
No, I know.
Because I want them to get used to doing patrol, so I can stop doing it.
That's why I was asking. That's exactly why I was asking. Dude, what's my broski's name? Orville, something like that. No.
James Simpson.
Redenbacher?
Orville Rittenbach. I forgot his name.
Whatever. Brother.
Does he takes men on patrol also?
Only other
The
one.
walls freaking miles and miles and miles and miles. Obviously, the business at the dojo has pretty much come to a standstill for now. The whole city is kind of to a standstill. Things are not business as usual. You guys, for the next couple of days, you guys do all that shit. The third morning comes. I'm assuming you guys stay at the tavern together?
I'll
The
stay-
safest place in the world right now?
I'll stay at the forest just to
Reassure them.
just to reassure them that I'm there to help
You stay there with him?
protect. Fool.
What, forest? What? At the
Your
forest?
place.
Or my place? Okay.
I'll whisper
Calm it
them
down.
to call me.
Oh no, you got a girl now.
Yeah, but she's not with him though.
Oh. Well, wouldn't she have to come back? After the attack's over?
She did come
She
back.
did.
Yeah. But she's not with him anymore?
No, I mean with him, like she's not banging him.
Why?
Because that's like his ex-girlfriend.
So it was like a one-time thing?
That we smashed?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Dude, she still loves him a lot, but she thinks he's like reckless. And
Oh,
She
okay.
thinks.
you almost, as much as she tries not to show it, you almost think it's a case of where like she sees the man you could be one day, and maybe that's why she still talks to you. But like as of right now, like no, she wants nothing to do with you like that.
Oh, okay.
Only as a friend.
We just saved the world.
Straight peace out. It was the end of the world,
We're
bang.
to end the world and
No, that was definitely a like caught up in the moment bang. Almost the next day, she almost acts like she's about to tell you like we don't never talk about that.
Cool.
I just tell them to whisper me when they need me or when we're ready to move.
Okay.
Third morning. Your place has been cracking ever since, and people are in the casino are more than ever being like betting literally the house.
Wow.
Like, hey, let's see if we can make it out of here with some money. Like they're
Playing
just
for
like,
pink
get the
slips.
fuck out of here. Yeah,
We're getting out of here no matter what.
yeah. Which means big profits for you,
Wow.
because most of them lose, and they're just like crushed. And you're like, that's what you get for betting your whole house on the fucking table of roulette. Connor walks in. You guys happen to just be in the main area grabbing some breakfast. He tells you, he points to both of you guys and he's like, when you're ready, I got your meeting set up.
Boom.
I'm going to sit in on yours. And yours did not happen through my name.
Okay.
He writes down a name. He's like, if anything happens or anyone asks, this is who set it up for you. He's worried that you're going to kill the dude and come back on him.
Oh, wow.
Kill somebody.
He gives you a name of a dude, and like if anyone asks you like, who set this meeting up? That's the guy.
All right.
Because I have nothing to do with this.
Hey, you gotta out. Do it.
Right there, dude.
You guys roll up to the town hall.
Yeah.
He tells you whenever you guys are ready. He's sitting here waiting for you guys.
You ready?
Want to roll?
We'll whisper
You're in the
him.
forest.
No, I said I met up with them the third day when you said
We're on the tavern
Oh,
together.
so
he
yeah.
said, yeah.
He's having to wander in.
Trunk tells you on the night of the second day. He tells you he hates to admit that he takes orders from someone or something, but every time he does, he always tells you like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take off for a little while. Like he never wants to admit like someone tells him what to do sometimes.
I know who the Death Knight God is, right?
Yeah, it's Asmodeus. You
Yeah,
saw him.
Oh yeah, we saw him. Yeah.
Amadeus. Amadeus.
I said Asmodeus.
Amadeus,
Have to sing that when they get into the club.
Amadeus.
They're all like mad at him. Yes, Amadeus. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
You gonna be back soon?
He tells you, yeah, I hope so.
Got a training to do still.
Yeah,
He's like, you have a lot to catch up to.
Ah.
And I'm not talking about the guns.
Fucking trunks.
Be safe. Let me know if you need anything. You can always whisper me.
Thank you.
He's like, he points back to his dad, and his dad just nods, and he looks at you and he's like, take care of the old man, right?
Just take care of me.
He is.
Asshole.
doesn't even joke back.
As he's walking
Yes.
away, he's like, he is. He walks out. You see him as he walks out, he does the equivalent of a fist bump to Jax. They have a little like,
Hey,
they have like a little handshake, like they like do a little. So like, it's not kid and play. But yeah, they have a little handshake. He walks out. You can bring anyone with you.
I'll take Joel.
Take Joel.
He would appreciate it more.
He would. He's here to learn from you.
You'll have to get him all spruced up.
Nope. He's already all freaking looking nice. He always looks nice. He's a businessman. You guys head out. I'm guessing you're gonna go with him. It's totally customary for any of these meetings for you to bring at least one or two guys
Yeah.
if you want to.
I'll bring homie.
You could act like hey, he's my bodyguard.
I'll bring Show in too.
You bring Show in too. You guys head over. Dude, it's kind of depressing as you guys are walking. It's the third day, and
charred.
there's still shit that's like, it's like this, where like there's little smoke coming out of like the freaking like
sucks.
pile of shit.
Remember when we went there?
Yeah. You guys are walking down memory lane and shit's already all freaking fucked up. Then there's little glimmers of hope where like you see
A family stuck around.
families that stick around. You see people helping each other out. You see, like, when you guys pass the little neighborhood part, there's people actually helping each other out to rebuild their houses. So there is a glimmer of hope.
Can I drop off a couple of silver here and there to these people?
Silver. Well, to the commoners, silver is
Yeah.
like a lot of money.
I know, cheap ass. Put a gold or
Remember?
something.
That's what I was gonna say
You got
right now
like 50,000
too.
gold. I'm gonna give like 200 gold to the people.
Fine. I give him some gold.
The all samurai like never has money on them.
I'll give
because
him
he gives
10
it
a piece,
away.
okay? 10 gold.
No, I didn't say anything.
You know?
Tell me okay.
There you go.
Tell them okay. I didn't say anything.
Fuckers.
Hey, you're a samurai.
I'll
You're spreading. Basically, what you're doing. Are you trying to make it seem like the samurai guy that's like an exotic dude? He comes and he's helping out. Because if that's your goal, that's gonna work.
Yeah.
That'll make samurais
Yes.
in their eyes like.
In their
"Oh."
eyes, they're gonna be like, dude, samurais are
I'm gonna drop like 10 gold here, 10 gold for them.
You walk around, you
I'll-
see a,
I'll
a
put in
family
some
helping
gold,
out,
too.
and you drop a couple gold down. Dude, they're super appreciative. You think if you were in if you were in a broke town, like some of the families would be offering their daughters to you to marry them.
What
Like,
the
like if they were
fuck?
super broke, like, oh, marry my daughter. But luckily, Havenhold's not like that.
Not that, bro.
No, it's like in the middle. It's good.
Their daughters off. We ain't that broke.
You guys head over. The rebuilding has already started, though. You do see that the Empire forces are way higher now. Every pocket of wall, it's kind of like when you see like nice big wall fortified, and then you just see like a big ass
I would,
10-foot hole. Like you're kind of looking through, you're like, ugh, like
Since-
it's just something could just walk right in here if they wanted to.
Since all the deals were made, I'll say tell Ronaldo to get with the one homie that did my castle.
Okay,
Tell him to get ready. We got some projects.
okay. I'm gonna jump on it. You guys get to the city hall, which is already under repairs too. A lot of it's all fucked up. You see the big ass blood splatter up where the red dragon was. You don't know where it is now.
Oh. Damn.
Big ass blood stain. A lot of blood. When you guys turn that corner, Connor looks to you two and he says, he's like, count to 1,000 and then walk in. He's like, wait.
Wait, nigga.
It's like code for wait 5 minutes.
Like, wait, nigga.
You guys walk in. Connor, he's like kind of like sprucing himself up as you guys walk in. As soon as he walks up, a couple of the dudes salute him and he salutes them back. He's young, but he's a captain. And you guys walk in. Things are like, dude, you guys didn't really see the aftermath of what happened when they infiltrated, but you can kind of see where like you're expecting like a big old like war-torn place. Dude, it looks like perfectly fine. Those homies came in here all stealth.
Wow.
The only stuff that you see is fucked up is like an obvious sword fight where like someone's sword hit something, but like they didn't come in here and just tear it all up. Like, let's tear this place apart. They came in there like quietly
Just took out whatever they needed.
to take out whoever they wanted to. So most of the stuff in here is perfectly fine. You guys go all the way to the top. The higher you go in the floors, it's about 7 or 8 floors, the more guards there are. And the more like real bros there are. Like in the first floor, it's like all these privates, like a bunch of little scrubs. When you get towards the top, there's like big, thick ass dudes in crazy ass Empire gear. They're guarding like basically when you get to like the 5th or 6th floor, it goes from everyone saluting Connor to Connor's saluting them first,
Oh, okay.
and then they're saluting him back. You guys make it to the top. You walk up to the top. It's a smaller office. It used to be the mayor of Havenholds, and now it's his. The general's sitting there. Connor salutes him, he salutes him back, and they sit down. You do it too, kind of like, you don't have to, obviously,
Yeah.
but you do it. General's like, please, just enough with the formalities, let's all sit down. Connor, please wait outside. Connor's like, oh, sir, if I may? He's like, you may not, wait outside. Yes, sir. Walks out. General sits down. He starts pouring drinks, some like whiskeys. Pretty good stuff. You don't have any at your place. You've tasted it a couple of times, but it's straight from the Empire. It's like a common drink from guys from the Empire. You know who loves this shit is Violet.
I need to get some of this stuff. At
Yeah,
the
I can
tavern.
get some money in my tavern. He sits down. So I'm assuming you want to talk about the Dragon Boy.
Yes.
He pulls over a parchment and he puts it towards you. He's like, read that. He has direct orders from the Empire to find, for lack of a better term, a fall guy and find him within a week. There needs to be someone put on public display like, we, the Empire, the big bad Empire, found out who was in charge of this. We stopped them and we ended this whole thing, and like, now you guys are safe.
Do you still have the body of Dragon Master?
Oh, you guys didn't take it.
I'm surprised this shit would disintegrate.
Yeah, dude, he hit him so goddamn hard that it basically was like taking a Gatling gun to a big ass chunk of cow meat, just like, like it's just.
What about any of the bodies of the Draconian?
No, they either disappeared or they rotted or they got eaten by freaking animals or you don't know what. But there's no. But what you get from the letter is that coming up with a corpse is not what they're looking for.
They want someone.
They want someone to be tried. And he tells you that's my dilemma. From all accounts, including Connor, who's one of my best men, I know that you and your group were responsible for saving us. He's like, hell, you saved me. He tells you cheers. He knows that you saved him. He drinks it. That's what puts me in this position where I don't know what to do. You, of all people, should understand. On one hand, I have to take orders. On the other hand, I have to do what's right. If I do what's right, I look bad. I may even get demoted. He's like, hell, I might even get sent away from this place. I have no idea what will happen to me.
If you take orders, who's it going to be?
This is straight from the king's, what the hell's the name? The king's secretary, like the king's, like the hand of the king in Game of Thrones. Like the king's right hand man. Came straight from him to him. So he's like, I'm basically going to piss off the number 2 guy who talks to the king.
Yeah. But if you take orders, who's it going to be? Or you just need someone?
By all accounts, long story short, he tells you that based on all the eyewitnesses, Luce is the one who did something bad. He obviously knows that he didn't. He knows that he runs with you, and he knows that you saved him, and that if you wanted him dead, he could have killed him, and he knows all that. But he tells you, as far as the public's concerned, Luce is the reason why all this happened. Luce is the one who brought back Archon. The legendary freaking boogeyman tales of Archon, now he's here. And where does he spring up? In this town. That's why people are scared too. I'm going to delay it as much as I can. But I'm going to warn you right now, it might come from above my head. Where someone comes in your tavern asking to arrest.
My arrest?
No, not for you, for Luce. It's like, I won't send you that. I won't send that order. But like I said, if I keep delaying this and they get antsy, it might come from above my head. It's like, unless you have another suggestions. He leans back in his chair and he's drinking his whiskey and he's kind of like, I'm in this predicament, like, is there anything you can do? Is there anything you can think of? He knows you have a lot of contacts. He knows that you're well respected in this town and feared.
You know, your people, other than getting someone that looks like him into the trial or in his place, that
He tells you that would work, except where they want to try him in the capital. He's like, that would work if we tried him here. We put a little dog and pony show tomorrow, and made it seem like we caught the big bad intruder. He's like, well, they want to take this all the way to the top. They want the king to cut off this guy's head. They want to make a spectacle of it. Don't fuck with the Empire. This is what happens when you fuck with the Empire. He's like, I don't think it'll work. Chol whispers you, I don't know if we're going to play this angle, but we could find out how many eyewitnesses there are and either bribe or try to extort them. And then in his whisper, like, you know how you can think to yourself? He's in his whisper, you think he's not trying to whisper his part, and he's like, God, I sound like Shao. I've been hanging around with these ninja types too long, and he's saying stuff like that. And then he looks at you and you kind of go like, and he's like, oh, did I just whisper that?
buy me a date. If I can't make things work, then see what happens.
Fair enough. He tells you, I figured the least I can do is give you a day. He's like, I'll do everything in my power to make sure that you have your day, but in doing so, in 24 hours, I can't guarantee anything anymore. But again, I wanted to thank you. Puts up his glass and he drinks the whole damn thing. He looks like he's really stressed out about this.
Well,
You drink it too, you're like,
yeah.
He tastes like shit. You're like, fuck, I don't care if it's expensive, it tastes like crap. You guys head out?
It really
He's like, we'll be in touch. Tell Connor to come in when you leave, please.
On the
You
way out.
stop, you're like, how about that?
On the way out, I'll be like, if I can get this. I've heard of a certain tournament happening in the Empire.
No. Which one? We have tournament of everything.
There's an archery
Mainly.
tournament coming up.
Can we both?
There is, or there was.
You want to do
We're
what?
scheduled to
both
start.
do this?
He's looking up at the
What happens
the
if we
sky, like what time it is. It's supposed to start tomorrow. Knowing how the Empire works, it'll probably start tomorrow. The Empire's going to try their best to make it seem like everything's fine, guys. We got it under control.
Yeah.
So because of that, he tells you, I wouldn't be surprised if
So
he
if you
decided the
win,
next
you
couple
get
of days.
you get access.
What else
to the
happens?
Empire?
I could go into the Empire whenever I want.
I know the archery is the main event, but what else happens there?
You name it. The carnival, food, games, buying and selling everything. He's like one of the few times in a lot of our cities where we don't question, let's just say things you do in
Grace.
your tavern.
Alright.
You leave more like a Vegas-y type stuff. It's supposed to be like a big celebration. And he tells you, if anything, I think they'll do it bigger and better this year because of what happened.
If I'm able to get my friend, the dragon, out of this,
It's like digging for gold,
I
right?
know it's a big favor, but would you be willing to get my group into that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's like, if you can get me out of this, I'll do whatever I can for you.
Okay. I will.
You kind of see what's happening to him. He's probably been a general for not that long. He's an old dude, so he's obviously been in the military probably his whole life. You get the feeling that he got promoted to general and got posted here. Now he has like the freaking gravy train job
Freaking president just
Yeah.
dying.
that he doesn't want to lose.
Okay. I'll get everything I can on it.
He stands up and he shakes your hand. You guys even he nods to Cholo and Cholo bows.